Good evening, Monday 7th of September, day before US elections. Ron Faulkner here for Market Masterclass. Hope you're all well. It's been a bit of a positive day on the markets today, priced in that Hillary Clinton is going to take the US election. However, I don't think it's a done deal yet until it's actually out of the way. So what I'm looking at a few companies reporting this week and throughout the course of the week, and rather than give any specific stock advice, on buyers and sellers, trying to identify key areas and price levels where you should be thinking about whether to get into some short-term trades. Like I said, there's no advice given here. It's just things that I've identified that I'll be speaking to my clients about, potentially going long or cutting long positions and in reverse and going short. Okay, so tomorrow, Tuesday the 8th, we've got a couple of companies reporting. I've identified Associated British Food, something that I've got my eye on. I've traded it many times before. It's obviously it's FTSE 100. Owns a Primark. They've also got a sugar business as well. They've had a tough time with it lately. There's no doubt about that, with currencies, with slowing sales figures in Primark. However, the management expectations now believe they're going to be marginally ahead of last year. Now, if we look at the longer term chart here, the 3-year chart, we can see the downward sloping trend channel right at the bottom end of that trend channel, trading around £24.70, £24.80 today. What I would be looking at here is a break above 25.50. Okay, because now we see it pulling away from the lower Bollinger Band. Potentially it could be making its way back up, but I wouldn't commit to a trade anywhere around these sort of levels because it's a little bit in limbo. Above 25.50, certainly above £26. This has got the capacity to go to about £29.50. So if we look at the shorter term trade chart, the 1 year, you can see a little triangle, descending triangle identified. Now, as a downward trend, certainly if it dropped beneath that area of support, being 24.35, 24.36, if it dropped through that, that would complete the continuation descending triangle pattern. I would cut all of my longs here, and I certainly would go short down to about 22 or just slightly below that. That would give us about a 9% gain. But yeah, so I would exit all of the longs here. So at the moment, it's it's not a guaranteed nailed on trade. We need to wait for things to confirm and to actually go ahead and let us know whether it is a long or a short or a cut. So that's Associated British Food. It is quite aggressive when it moves either to the upside or the downside. So make sure if you are trading it, do put some tight stop losses. And bear in mind, I'm not giving any advice here. It's just something that I'm speaking to my clients on. I've set alerts on my system, and if the trade's there, great, let's go with it. If it's not, there's always something else coming along. So the next company that I'm looking at, good old British Marks and Spencers, been on a very long downward trend, as you can see from the longer term charts here, coming from the highs of sort of 550 a few years ago, or even this time last year, £5.50 down to sort of 344. Where it is at the moment, 348. Now with Marks and Spencers, it's been very sort of range bound. It is at the top end of its trading channel that it's been in for the moment. If this were to break 355, I would be convinced to buy it and go long all the way up to sort of £4. Okay. It needs to break this area of resistance. It needs to break out of its channel that it's been in. If it fails at around 355, and bear in mind the results are tomorrow, this could be the catalyst. We could pull it all the way back to £3.10. Now, I wouldn't short it from here. I wouldn't cut any of my long positions from here. I would wait to see if it holds the 310. If it were to hold the 310, then great. We know it's range bound. We know we've got a couple of trades there. If it doesn't hold the 310, then I would cut all of my longs, without a hesitation. So we've also got to take into consideration that these companies reporting this week are not on their own merits. They're not isolated in how well the company's doing. We've got currency risks out there. We've got commodity risks out there. If Hillary Clinton were to get in, then we're going to see a rally in the equity markets. Certainly in some of the miners, maybe not the gold miners, but like the Anglos Americans, the Vedantas, the Cas Minerals, etc. If Trump were to get in, then certainly you've got to be going defence stocks all the way, and also gold stocks like Rand Gold Resources. So that's it. There's a lot more companies reporting this week. I am going to try to identify some more price targets for you and key areas. My name's Ron Faulkner. This is Market Masterclass, and hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.